It happened today, around 20 to 1 in the afternoon. And to be completely honest, I just can't get it out of my head. I was walking down a road in my local neighborhood. On the left, a row of completely normal houses. On the right, a massive, overgrown plot of vacant land, full of trees. I was about 50 meters from the corner when I heard it. A laugh. It wasn't a normal laugh. It was strange, high-pitched, almost psychotic. A jarring, unnatural sound that completely shattered the quiet of the midday sun. I reached the corner. There's a house being built there. Well, just the concrete foundations and some rebar sticking out of the ground. Instinctively, I turned to look. And there he was, a young bloke in a grey jacket and a cap. He was jogging, but very softly, dragging his feet through the gravel, and he was staring at me, looking right into my eyes. I kept walking, turning down the perpendicular road for about 30 meters. My gut told me to look back one more time. So I did, and there was absolutely no one there. The road I had just walked is completely straight. The vacant plot to the right is entirely open. You can see straight across it. There were no cars driving past. There was absolutely nothing that could have blocked my view. But what bothers me the most, I didn't hear a single footstep running away. I didn't hear the crunch of gravel as someone hid. He simply vanished into complete and utter silence. I went back. I checked the construction site. It doesn't even have walls yet, nowhere for someone to hide. I checked everywhere. I could find a single logical explanation. It's the first time anything like this has happened to me. I can still feel the adrenaline in my chest. And I keep asking myself, what exactly did I see disappear in broad daylight? This happened today, and I still can't make any sense of it. I recently moved into a new place. We haven't got around to installing the outside lights on the terrace yet, so at night, it's usually pitch black out there. Around 7 p.m. this evening, my mother and I were standing in the corridor that looks out onto the terrace. Just outside, standing completely alone, is an old, tall wooden cabinet. It was maybe 2 meters away from where we were standing. I flicked the switch for the hallway light. And as I did, I noticed that the exact same switch had turned on a light bulb dangling just above that old cabinet outside. I mentioned it to my mother. She hadn't noticed it either. But we were both quite pleased about it. At least we had some light out there now. As I said, it gets properly dark at night. Half an hour went by. I walked back down the corridor and flicked the hallway light on again. But this time, the bulb outside didn't turn on. I figured the bulb had just blown. So, I stepped out onto the terrace to check it. There was no light bulb. There was no wire hanging from the ceiling. There was absolutely nothing at all. I can't explain it. Both my mother and I clearly saw that light bulb glowing. We both saw the thick black wire it was hanging from. And now, it's completely gone. Nobody took it down. Nobody moved it. There is not a single trace of wiring anywhere on that ceiling or wall. It simply ceased to exist. This happened to me 2 years ago, and to this day, I still haven't got a clue what it was. It was a warm summer night, sometime between 10 and 11. I stepped out into the garden with my dog to let him out one last time before heading up to bed. We were just coming back inside. I was standing there, about to pull the front door shut, when a light outside suddenly started flashing. It was flashing relatively fast, about half a second on, half a second off. Maybe even quicker than that. What I did next actually surprises me. Normally, the dark makes me feel quite uneasy, but this time, I stepped back outside to see what on earth this light was. Barefoot, I walked out onto the grass and looked up to find the source. I couldn't see anything structural, but the flashing was coming from directly above my house. I backed up a bit further, moving away from the front door to get a proper view over the roofline. And in the exact split second that I would have had a clear line of sight, the flashing stopped. Everything plunged back into pitch black. The whole event lasted maybe 20 to 30 seconds, and there wasn't a single sound, dead silence. The flashing was just a small, localized beam. Everything around me was alternating violently between bright white light and total darkness, and it was coming from directly above my roof, even though I couldn't see what was causing it. I don't have street lamps near my house. There are no power cables overhead. There is absolutely nothing up there. And it definitely was coming from inside the house, because the entire night sky was being lit up. The only way I can describe it is as a technical or mechanical flashing, just without any visible technology behind it. What still bothers me to this day is how it stopped. It stopped in the exact moment I looked up and would have finally seen the source, almost as if it knew I was looking, as if it didn't want to be seen. Strangely enough, I didn't feel afraid, which is highly unusual for me.